those who love eating out have probably turned to this platform at least once, twice, or maybe 3 times to find the best restaurant for their cravings. Booky.ph COO Jelo Andres tells us how they're innovating as a deals and reservations app. Jelo, great to have you with us.
Nice meeting you.
About 3 years ago, we had your CEO, Ben Wintle, on the program. And
Yep.
of course, it was in the middle of the pandemic, lockdowns, takeouts. What is Booky.ph doing now different from what it was during the pandemic?
Wow, if we're talking about 3 years ago, and we change a lot of our processes in a span of 3 to 6 months, I'm telling you, it's been a roller coaster of a ride since the pandemic, right? So even before the pandemic, I don't know if Ben mentioned this before, we were into the app, like B2C platform,
Correct.
making sure that Filipinos know where to go, what to
B2C
discover.
meaning business to consumer.
Business to consumer, correct. So you download the app, you just check the deals, try new dishes around the city. But because of the pandemic, everything shut down.
They were
Right?
everyone's best friend, Booky.ph, right?
Yeah, it's Booky buy one, get one, right? So it's talagang sulit, right?
Special offers.
Special offers, and then the pandemic hit, you got Ben on the show, we pivoted basically into this digital arm for restaurants, right? So we started basically making sure that they're independent and having them capable of having their own delivery platforms, online ordering platforms, basically this white label solution. So now, since then, we've basically added more fulfillment types for them to be able to have this sort of suite of products behind their restaurant.
And you've really scaled up these new services over the past year.
Correct. So we started with delivery, for example, because everybody couldn't go out and people needed something extra to a lot of these aggregators.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, because you always have to have that edge with the other aggregators.
Correct.
You have to always say, top of mind, Booky.ph and not the other services.
Exactly, right? Because the aggregators, for example, well, you know, the customers are going to be loyal to the aggregators, but with Booky, we provide the white label solution, so the customers will be loyal to the business and not to, the other companies that basically acts as marketplaces for the consumers, right? So since then, delivery has been set. Now there's in-store ordering, where you know how the olden days you scan to view a PDF of the menu. We equip restaurants now to scan and able to interact with the menu by ordering as well, right? So all the transactions on your phone, no need to like talk to people basically at a restaurant in terms of ordering, for example,
that means
right?
you don't have to hire additional personnel and make artificial intelligence do the work for you.
AI is really the thing, no? In 2023, AI is really everything now, my gosh. Kumbaga malulunod ka in the information that you get from all the AI stuff.
But of course, with the advent of ChatGPT, of course, AI has been with us for many, many years now, but it has scared a lot of people, saying that, oh my gosh, with ChatGPT, with AI, we're going to be losing our jobs.
We're going to be replaced by computers.
We're going to be replaced.
Right?
We just have to be dependent now on technology.
Yep. Well, not necessarily the case. Like, there have been a lot of conversation around AI wherein, AI is really the tool for humans, not necessarily replacing humans in whatever industry we're in, right? So it's funny that you mentioned AI, right? Because the potential of any tech business in any part of the world is basically something that can expand beyond your imagination. Like right now, if you ask me what can you do with AI with your company, I would tell you straight up, we don't know yet, because we haven't even explored the baseline of what it can do to the business.
It's endless, right? Exactly. I think there's an infinite of possibilities with artificial intelligence. So with Booky.ph, how many partner merchants do you have at the moment right now compared to what it was last year?
Oh, okay. So during before the pandemic, it was around 8,000, right? Sunk. We're averaging around 1,000 restaurants.
It's really
right
dipped
now.
tremendously.
Yes. So that's a very painful question.
Yeah.
But we're basically targeting to reach at the same levels or even beat pre-pandemic levels by 2024, and have expanded to 8,000 to 10,000 restaurants by the end of next year.
And we can see with the reopening of the economy, a lot of new food establishments have sprouted all over the place,
Different
right?
concepts.
Those who already have big restaurant chains are even getting bigger.
Exactly.
And of course, food is the best business, as they say, to get into. Everybody has to eat.
Exactly. It's your everyday thing. But for example, when I ask restaurant owners, like, should I get into the restaurant business? They're like, oh, this could be the biggest mistake of your life. It's the hardest, apparently.
Yeah.
But it's something very interesting, again, to those passionate about these kinds of businesses.
All right. You have several thousand merchant partners at the moment. I have a business, Rico's Cafe. You come to me, you want me to be part of Booky.ph. What can you offer me? And what can I offer you in terms of a suite of services?
Right. I want to offer you independence with your business. I want to make sure that you know how to grow your business without depending on any other entity. Right. Of course, that starts with customization of, let's say, a specific product that's fit for your business. Let's say you only have one waiter at your store, right? And you can't afford to hire more. We'll equip you with a scan-to-order feature, for example, that gives you analytics, that gives you basically the data to make smart decisions on how to expand your business more, and therefore increasing profit, increasing branches, expansion. So essentially, if you're asking me what to offer you, I want to offer you independence, right?
So it's not just basically, be part of our Booky.ph app, and these are your services. You just have to see what you can do with them, how it applies to your but you really help the business from day one and make them grow each day, because you will also be profiting from them and they'll be profiting from you.
Exactly. It's sort of like this give and take relationship, right? For when you mentioned Booky.ph, Booky app, it's essentially just the marketplace that we have to enable volumes coming into your business, to your restaurant, right? But the actual B2B or the business part of things is really that. The customization, the solution that's supposed to be fit for you. It might be different for you. It might be different for Ben's Cafe, right? So it's really that kind of specialty.
So Booky.ph is in the Philippines. What is the big ambition of your app? Are you looking at ASEAN expansion?
Not at the moment, because basically one of the edges of Booky is really our local entity becoming basically the one-stop shop for the Philippines, right? Homegrown. So we want to focus on making sure we're helping out Filipinos, right? Their businesses for the B2B side and the consumers, right? Ambition is making sure that we're kind of that one-stop shop for all these restaurant businesses in the Philippines. So if you're gonna compare us to, let's say, this is my analogy, vloggers for YouTube, restaurants and foodies for Booky, right? You flourish with a platform. We want people to flourish on our platform as
and
well.
we indeed want Booky.ph to flourish. Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. Jelo Andres, the Chief Operating Officer of Booky.ph.
Thank you so much.